Hello, and welcome to OFX's Currency Corner here in London. My name is Hamish Muress. I'm the Senior Currency Strategist here at OFX, and as ever, joined by my esteemed colleague Jake Trask, our FX Research Director. So, Jake, I guess things that are really dominating the market at the moment is still Brexit. It's Donald Trump and the trade war, and I guess the slowdown in Europe. But you know, we were saying beforehand, Brexit, it's really, really frustrating for us at the moment and for our clients and businesses because, you know, we're stuck at this impasse. Is there any sort of light at the end of the tunnel?
Well, the impasse does continue, Hamish, absolutely. And this week, Theresa May and other members of the cabinet are off to the EU again to try and get some further concessions out of the EU with regards to the Irish backstop. Sentiment for sterling has fallen away throughout February. We're above, pound US is above 132 last month, and it's fallen back down towards the 129 handle. And there could be further drops the closer we get to deadline day at the end of March. So if you are concerned about where sterling's going, get in touch, maybe look to forward buy, take some risk off the table. That
130 level has been a really key, I think, indicator we were saying earlier of you know, Brexit sentiment. Anything above 130, you know, outlook is positive and people jumping into the market, forward buying. Anything below, you know, Brexit uncertainty and an impasse in place. So pound US dollar has been creeping down, but you know the chances of a no deal Brexit has been creeping back up. So now around 30% still. So you know that is concerning because it was down at about 11% at the low. Labour Party as well is sort of splitting at the seams, it would appear.
Yeah, absolutely. This week's sort of big news at the beginning of the week was the resignation of 7 Labour MPs in protest at Jeremy Corbyn's leadership. So they're going to sit as independents in Parliament now.
Okay, but the pound didn't really move?
It was unfazed by the whole situation. It actually ticked up a little bit on the back of it as it kind of raises the chances of a second referendum, as all these MPs voted for were in favour of a second referendum.
So big vote next Tuesday. Obviously, Feb 27th is a big vote.
Yeah, absolutely. Parliament, again, we might be getting an amendment voted on whereby the whole Brexit process is taken away from the government and Theresa May. So that could be one to watch out for next week. Some big swings in sterling.
So in the next week, we know we could be talking about something completely differently again, a different Brexit ideal altogether, but we don't know what that's going to be. Over the pond in the US, it looks like the great deal maker himself might have actually, kind of unsurprisingly, and a lot sooner than people have anticipated, he's perhaps finally done a deal with China.
Yeah, well, there's rumours that there's a framework of a deal in principle agreed, and there's more talks between the US and China happening next week in Washington, and that's why we've seen a bit of risk on trade at the beginning of this week. The commodity currencies in particular started the week on the front foot.
The dollar looks like it might have peaked then, perhaps.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the dollar run possibly has finally come to an end. We've said this before, but maybe it has finally run its course.
Europe, though, it's, you know, squeaky bum time almost. The outlook's not too great for Europe.
Yeah, absolutely. This was highlighted again. The soft data from we've seen throughout the last few months from Europe. There was another one on Friday, which just showed that German GDP came in flat for the fourth quarter, and they narrowly avoided a technical recession on the back of that. Yeah,
I suspect some numbers were being rounded up there just to avoid some headaches. A lot to think about, a whole load of uncertainty going on, and you know, with that uncertainty brings all this volatility. We've got a big week ahead of us, next week in particular. Also got those Fed meetings, Fed minutes this week as well. So, you know, big 7 or 8 days in the market. If you're at all concerned, get in contact at Corporate London at OFX.com, or go online, check out our currency review. It's a big document we put together just to highlight all the risk and uncertainty that's going on in the market. But yeah, feel free to reach out to us if you're at all concerned about how this could affect your business. You know, not over the next week, but over the next couple of weeks until March and thereafter. I guess thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.